those applause going for Frank Ferragini. Joining us with some incredibly green-looking and healthy vegetables, lettuce and tomato.
Lettuce and tomato, the base of something that we'll be discussing in a little bit of time. When I look at lettuce, I have nightmares.
Why?
Nightmares of my childhood. My family were lettuce growers in the Holland Marsh and the Cooksdown Marsh, so this is my summer after-school program. I spent many a day in a field packing lettuce, and this to me just looks like a whole lot of work, but they're very easy. I will tell you that if you have a garden that's a little bit more partially shaded, where tomatoes need all the light in the world, you can get away with some leafy greens. What you have right there is the lettuce bowl. What's great about this lettuce bowl,
so good.
Look at that. That is like 3 salads right there, and you can cut that bowl and reuse it. You can just pick right off those right there, and
you never wash your vegetables. That's what happens when you're in the gardens all the time,
when I was
right?
in the field by myself, there was not a lot else that I could do. Just eat lettuce. There wasn't anything else out there.
So healthy for you, though, right?
So that there
even
is,
with the bugs there that I'm looking at.
Well, you know what? This is important. No, this is important to tell you, too. As you go a little bit deeper in, when they're nice and thick like this, you will get the odd little bit of browning that's in there because there's no light, there's no air circulation, and they will rot out sometimes, and that's why you got to continually use it. That's also what's really important when you're growing things like romaine, you're growing them in the garden space. You got to make sure that you're spacing your plants out because they will get quite big. From a planting stage like this to the time you're going to harvest is about 5 weeks of time. A lot of the times what people do is they'll plant the romaine, they'll plant their iceberg lettuce, they'll plant their red leaf, and then they'll cut them and then they'll have this open space in the garden for the remainder of the season in their vegetable gardens. That's why I always really suggest that you should get a collection of seeds, and with those seeds you're going to purchase them in the spring, hold on to them, and as you start to remove your lettuce and harvest them, you can then seed right in behind. And then you can have lettuce plants all the way through to almost October, November. Here in Toronto, you can harvest right all the way through to November. It's all dependent upon Jack Frost. But
so it's okay if it's a little bit cooler, as you mentioned. These are okay in cooler temperatures. They like
it cool. What happens when it's really hot, the leaf lettuce will actually bolt. I don't know if you've ever seen a leaf lettuce that goes to seed.
No.
It's got a full flower stem that sends it right out. It's pretty funky looking. You want to make sure that you're harvesting it before it goes to seed.
All right, got it.
Now with tomatoes, they're all about light. They're all about heat.
They need
so want it
much
hot.
sun.
They want it like spicy, right?
Yeah.
So nothing like a great tomato. These are some of the heirloom varieties. Heirloom varieties, you know what? They sound fancy, they sound funky, and they are, and they taste great. However, for the junior gardener out there, I would probably steer away from heirlooms. The reason being is they'll get fusarium wilt. Sounds like a big word, trying to be cool right now, but fusarium wilt is really, really harmful. What happens is you'll have a beautiful looking tomato plant like this, or you'll have a nice large one like this. And when it's just about to get to a nice stage, you'll start to see the bottom leaves start to drop off, and really it starts to rot out. Well, that fusarium wilt will just take over that whole plant, and that plant will die. If you look at the plant's tags and they have VF on them, when you look at your tag here, if it has a VF, it means a virus-free. And with being virus-free, it's not an heirloom variety, but being virus-free, what we need to do, it means that it's going to be free of fusarium wilt. This one here is called Megabite. Megabite is a patio tomato that doesn't grow too large, great for small spaces, and I'll tell you, it puts a nice, beautiful slicing tomato. And you know who loves slicing tomatoes?
How about Chef Jason Parsons?
Yeah!